この半年、自分のチャンネルよりもコストを割いた私の働きはボーナスをもらっても足りないほどだった。チャンネル登録者数36万人。 YouTuber としては大成功の域まで達していた。
主演の黒川茜さん、オールアップです。
ありがとうございます。
茜は初の主演映画の公開を控えていて、ドラマの撮影も何本か始まるそうだ。実力派女優として着実に表舞台へのし上がっている。B 小町も茜も仕事は軌道に乗って嬉しいばかり。ただ一人意外なのはアクタンだ。ネットテレビのバラエティ番組でレギュラーを獲得。一方でドラマの脇役やったりファッション誌のモデルをしたり、多方面にそつなくこなして順調にマルチタレントの道を進み始めている。じゃあ子役の頃2人は会ってるんだ。
小さい頃に現場でね、実質幼馴染だよね。
違うわよ。本当にこの子小さい頃から失礼で、久々に会った時も
重曹を舐める天才子役。
10秒で泣ける天才子役。それやめろ。最近重曹ちゃんの本名なんだっけとか言われるようになってきてるんだからもうよし、だいたい尺は稼げたかな。今日はこのくらいで。
お疲れ様。明日のスケジュールは踊ってみたの撮影で、明後日は午前中にピエヨンコラボ、午後はプロゲーマーたちとコラボ生放送。
週末は北海道でライブだからね。忙しくなったね。みやこさん、私もう疲れた。よしよししてよ。
よしよし、頑張ってるわね。
この後どうする？ご飯でも食べに行く？
いい。終わりなら私は帰る。私も。
そっか。かなちゃんもルビーも少し雰囲気が変わった。
茜とちゃんと付き合うことにした。だから
でね、音響の人が監督より怒鳴ってて怖かったな。
まあ昔かたぎの人もいるからな。
愚痴りたいこといっぱいだよ。
次いつ空いてるの？
今月は23と29の夜がワンチャンって感じかな。
忙しくなったな。
ドラマがあるとどうしてもね。アクアくん、早く会いたい。
ああ、俺もだよ。
いつかあの人もいっぱいの愛で君を染めるわ。私たちは星の子、輝くために生まれてきたのさ。君が望んでくれた一番光さえ推しになりたい。交差してゆくスポットライト、本番はこれから見せて君なら You all グルーグルーグルー、地下から始まる逆襲撃。今に向けなさい、あの手この手メイキング。もう戻れないこの道を進むしかない。尻尾掴んだチャンス絶対に逃がさない。あなたの愛とる鉄はといるために、いつかあなたもいっぱいの際に運命で君を染めてあげるわ。この彼氏ずらしてもちゃんと泣かせちゃうから。まだ足りないひときわきらめく一等星。このままじゃ夢とはせるわけない。それの揃ってはちごなせい。もう夢じゃない夢じゃないリベンジ。もう夢じゃないあの日のリベンジ。ビーコ町セカンドワンマンライブ、来てくれてありがとう。
B 小町セカンドワンマン結成1年で1000人キャパ即完売。 現地のやつらが羨ましい。有料配信マジ助かった。さすが俺のメム長、いい詳細してる。現地と配信含めたら結構な数ですよね。これならアリーナやドームもすぐじゃないですか。
バカ言え若造。アリーナって幕張メッセのワンブロックですらキャパ7000からだぞ。テレビにバンバン出てるグループでも厳しいんだ。ドームなんてもってのほか。今はもうあそこに立てるアイドルグループっつのは大手事務所が売り出したやつだけっていう時代なんだよ。地下出身でドームに立った女性アイドルグループはこの15年間一組も生まれてねえんだ。あんまり夢見るなって。
どうだろうな。
お、店長。
確かに今の芸能界は大手の寡占状態だが、2020年以降インターネット発のミュージシャンがドームに立つケースが見られるようになってきた。これは大きな転換点でもある。地下からドームへ。そんな全オタクの凍りついた夢を叶えてくれるのはネット発のアイドルである可能性が高い。
つまりピーコ町ってことっすね。
そういうことだ。まあそこまでファンが増えるのに最低でもあと4年はかかるだろうからな。
だけどそれまで耐えられない子も多いんだよな。最近かなちゃんの顔が暗いんだよ。以前みたいな太陽っぽさなくて。
そうです。
推しの顔には敏感なんだよ。こういう顔してアイドルやめてく子何人も見てきたからさ。
それを言われたらルビちゃんもだな。前は天真爛漫って感じだったが、最近は時折計算と闇を感じる。
おっさんのルビちゃん呼びきっつ。なんかあったんですかね。
これはあれか。
あれかもしんないっすね。
お、
新メンバー加入。女子のグループが期するのって大体新面入る時ですからね。
この時期に単語詞感出していくと受けがいいぞ。
なるほど、勉強になります。
今日アクタンは
深掘れワンチャンの収録日よ。あそこ3本撮りだからバラシが遅いの。
みやこさん、私ちょっと用事あるから恵比寿で降ろしてください。
分かったわ。
どうしたの？
メム。何？ついてきたの？家もっと先でしょ。
まあね。私にこんな分かったようなこと言われるの嫌かもしんないけどさ。アクタンのことでしょ。しんどいの分かるよ。
この半年間ずっとなの。私が事務所行くとあいつ部屋に引っ込むの。今日もライブ来なかった。
それは向こうも忙しいから。
違うわよ、避けてるの絶対。黒川茜と付き合ったから他の女といるの良くないとか思ってるのよ。まっすぐで誠実なことだわ。彼女からしたらさぞ安心できる男なんでしょうね。茜は才能があるし美人ですごく優しくて性格がいいのも知ってる。だから別に私は応援するのに、アクアが嫌なことしないのに。そこまで避けなくてもいいじゃんか。傷つくわよバカ。
お疲れ様です。
お
お先に失礼します。
お疲れ。
お疲れ様です。
やあ。
メム、こんなところで奇遇だなってわけでもないんだろうけど、今日は早朝から仕事で疲れてるんだ。話があるならまた今度事務所で。
今度っていつさ。 1ヶ月後くらい。お互いもうそんなに暇じゃなくなっちゃったから、自然とスケジュール合うのはいつだろうね。
分かった。せめてソファーがあるところで話させてくれ。
じゃあ
ちなみに午後11時以降大人が未成年を連れ回すのは途上令違反だからな。
固いこと言わないでよ。お疲れさんだね。
今日は4本撮りだったからな。ならないの次の舞台にも呼んでもらえて、稽古やらなんやらもある。家に帰ったら勉強もしたいし。
そういえばアクタン頭いいんだっけ。大学行くの？
そのつもり。
Because he was in that position, and you got to feel it. You got to think Jarrett's going to feel it as much as he told us. He's been calm all week, as calm as he's ever been. And that holds true, I think, as well for Drake May.
Yeah.
You know, it's been rough the first two postseason games. He has not been well protected. He's fumbled it 6 times. He's just 23 years old. He's been sensational. But he, too, is going to come into this game feeling the edge, the excitement that you're one step away from the big prize, going to the Super Bowl.
Now, I know the three of you swing a pretty good club. Jim Nance has been trying to get me to take golf lessons at the various clubs he's a part of. Golf, PGA, kicking off next weekend with...
Yes, the Farmers Insurance Open from beautiful Torrey Pines. You're trying to get me to drop into my golf voice here. I can't wait to be back with my team there, and I hate to say goodbye to my team out here on football, but we got a great field next week, and the return of Brooks Koepka to the PGA Tour. I spoke with Brooks a couple of days ago. He's really thrilled to be coming back home. He's appreciative of the leadership of the PGA Tour and Tiger Woods and the people that really weighed how to get him in a re-entry situation into the tour. So Brooks is going to be there. He says he feels like a kid again, and he's going to be going against a really strong field with the likes of Xander Schauffele, Patrick Cantlay, Hideki Matsuyama, Tony Finau, Max Homa. And we'll be there next week. We're going to start the whole West Coast swing. And all these top players, he's coming back to a group with McIlroy and Scotty Scheffler at their very best. We're glad to have him back.
Tony, as you know, all you need to do is give Nance a morsel. He will cover it thoroughly, ad-libbing.
Let's go play golf.
Okay.
I'll let you do it.
I'll do that. Hey, thank you guys very much.
Appreciate you guys. Love you guys.
Hey, folks, and we've got a lot more coming your way here on the NFL Today as we get set for today's AFC Championship game. Of course, that between Denver and New England.
Championship edition of the NFL Today. Jarrett Stidham is ready to ride as the Broncos QB, but do the guys think the former backup has what it takes to knock off the Patriots? Sean Payton has the top-seeded Broncos one game away from Super Bowl 60.
AFC Championship! Oh, wait!
And he'll talk with Tracy live before today's showdown with New England. The Patriots defense has been playing lights out, but what does Mike Vrabel have in store to slow down the Broncos in today's AFC Championship game? That's all straight ahead on the NFL Today on CBS.
The 3 for Me, only at Chili's, serves up the Big QP for just $10.99. And that's 85% more beef than some quarter-pound burger. Yeah, hey, fast food, this is how you value meal. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
Start your year with healthy, restful sleep from Ashley. Our New Year's mattress sale makes it easy with Ashley Sleep starting at only $249 and no interest for 5 years when you shop in-store. That's top brand mattresses starting at only $37 a month. Better sleep starts at Ashley.
Well, look at you powering through. You're not slowing down, you're raising eyebrows. Oh, and speed limits, you're way past those. Because you're playing for keeps. In other words, you're in your prime. So keep it that way with Ensure. 30 grams of protein to support your muscles and your mindset. Ensure yourself.
Mom jeans. She passed them down to you. But who passed them to her? Good question. You can thank generations of amazing women for those jeans. Discover their lives and what led to you with an Ancestry Family History membership. See your roots and where those stories came from with an Ancestry DNA kit. Put them together, and there you are. Get started today at Ancestry.
There are many ways to do your taxes with H&R Block. Come to the office and I'll do them. Or stay home and I'll still do them. Even if you do it yourself online, I'll be there, waiting, in case you need help.
File your way with H&R Block.
Nate, honey, you gotta look at the camera. Nate! This isn't working. DeVito, you're in.
Tommy DeVito, backup Nate.
If only there were backups in real life.
We're getting somewhere.
But at least there's Progressive to protect your home and auto.
Friday, February 27th. Looks like I'm officially Boston PD.
I mean, that badge that you wear connects us to a family that is much bigger than us.
Boston Blue is all new CBS Friday, February 27th and streaming on Paramount+.
He's ready. Like I said this beginning of the season, I've got a two that's capable of starting for a number of teams. Watch out. Just watch.
I know Jared very, very well. I have no doubt in my mind that Jared's going to be ready to go. He's had success in the NFL, and he's a very, very talented guy. He's a leader.
Just fired up for the opportunity for these guys in this locker room, and at the end of the day, it's still football. That's how I view it. So I'm not treating it any differently. I'm just going to go out there and play and be myself. I like to, keep the vibes high in the locker room, and we're playing in the AFC Championship. We're one of the last 4 teams playing. Like, what's not fun about this?
Well, folks, there's a lot to be said about the confidence that the Broncos have in Jarrett Stidham, as you just heard there. Offensive tackle Mike McGlinchey said this week, Stidham has been waiting for this moment for the entirety of his career, a career that many may not be too familiar with. Check it out, Stidham, drafted by the Patriots in the 4th round in the 2019 draft, but never started a game in his 3 years in New England. He did, however, start 2 games for the Raiders back in 2022 under then head coach, now Patriots offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels. He signed with Denver in 2023, playing the final 2 games of that season, but has not thrown a meaningful pass since, and today will be his first career playoff, that with an awful lot of pressure on his shoulders.
I think Josh McDaniels bringing Jarrett Stidham with him from New England to Las Vegas speaks volumes as to his belief in Jarrett Stidham as a quarterback and what he can do in this league. I also think the Broncos and what they're willing to compensate Jarrett Stidham as a quarterback says a lot about what they think of him. Here is a way Josh McDaniels started a game against the Niners back in 2022 near the end of the season. This was a very elite defense. Got him moving, got him outside the pocket, easy check down to start the game. Great way to start the game. I expect Sean to do similar things today. Then they get to a similar look again with a play action rollout. Again, get the defense's eyes in the backfield. Jarrett's very comfortable getting on the move, throwing an accurate pass here for a touchdown. Great way to generate explosives that don't have to be hard-earned. Now, this play is hard-earned. Here's a 3rd down, double-A look. He's stepping up in the pocket, feels opening to his left, chooses to move out to his left, chooses not to kick it down to Devontae, stares down the barrel here and throws a big-time explosive for a touchdown to Devontae Adams. Those are the plays that I don't think Sean Payton can scheme for him. We talked about a first 15 and trying to help him out with play action. There's things you can do, but at the end of the day, 3rd and 9, Jarrett Stidham's going to have a chance to show why he belongs as a starter in this league and not just a backup.
Go
ahead, Coach.
No, I was going to say, just staying on schedule is important because, like you said, 3rd and 9, he's not going to win a lot of those. But I tell you, Sean Payton will have a plan coming out here. I think 1st down, if there's going to be explosives to be made, it's on 1st down. You have a chance to take your shot. Otherwise, you don't get the big plays. Keep it to 3rd and 5 or less where he can work within the system, work within the down and distance. So staying ahead of schedule will be very important.
Yeah, as soon as Bo Nix went down, the conversation was what type of game plan will the Broncos come into this game with? And there's 2 paths. There's a way of being conservative and really making sure that you call a game plan schematically that protects Jarrett Stidham. But then on the flip side, there's a way of being aggressive. And aggressive doesn't mean reckless. Aggressive means that we can give our own offense confidence by calling the same type of game plan we have called all season, and it's twofold. Simultaneously, if you're aggressive, you will back up that defense. The Patriots will be on their heels because you're taking shots downfield. You are making sure they can't just keep their eyes on Stidham in the backfield and bring pressure. So I just feel like an aggressive game plan seems like a game plan that, one, fits the identity of this offense, but also will give Stidham in his offense confidence.
Stidham's got confidence, and all year long it's been that offensive line protecting their guy. And you can see Bo Nix up here in the booth. Really tough spot for this guy to be in, obviously.
Yeah.
It was really terrible to watch him go down. But you got to be confident if you're Bo Nix that your replacement, Jarrett Stidham, is going to be behind a very, very strong wall of offensive linemen. We talk about units, Coach. That unit is just as good as any on the field today.
We're on the other side of it, too. Coming on the road for the first time for Drake May. He's played 2 playoff games at home. Now you're going against this defense. We've talked about ball security. That's going to be very, very important for him as well. They're going to get some pressure. Van Joseph is going to light it up again. You see the double-A mugs. He's going to come after him. They can rush the quarterback. That's why I think leaning on that running game. And again, I think for both these quarterbacks, the play-action game, if you're going to take your shots, it's first down. Because that's when everyone's playing the run, playing it safe. Take your shots down the field. You just don't get into third and longs against either one of these defenses.
Both play callers need to put the wind at the back of their quarterbacks today, and we're going to see what they're able to do. But I will say this backup quarterback thing, and Kyle, you can speak to it as a lineman, it can go one of 2 ways. It can either be a guy that you believe in, and he starts to make plays, and the team kind of rallies, and everybody elevates their game, knowing that they need to give a little bit more because it's not the starting quarterback, and this guy's thrown 0 pass attempts this season. Or it can go the other way where they say, no, we're not feeling it. We're not getting the juice from him, and now it starts to kind of negatively impact the team. Based on everything coming out of Denver this week, it's going to go the right way, and this team's going to up their game. This coaching staff is going to up their game to help this guy play at his absolute best.
Last week, they started no huddle. When they do it against with Stidham.
That's a good point, Coach.
They Stidham. I mean, they started last week with Bo Nix, no huddle. Because Sean has said, we got to start fast. His lack of a starting fast has been a big part of why they've had these fourth-quarter comebacks.
Yeah.
Do they do it again today with Stidham?
I believe they do, Coach. Listen, I think the assumption is that Sean Payton is going to play conservative, milk the clock, and keep that Patriots offense on the sideline. I don't believe that's the case. No. I believe he's going to curate a game plan that allows Stidham to be comfortable. And Kirk, to your point, as a wide receiver, even though Tracy Wolfson, our very own, reported that Stidham slept like a baby, you still understand that the nerves could get to him.
So you have to say that.
Yes, you have to say that. But as a wide receiver, I know I might need to turn my head a little bit faster, make eyes with the quarterback. I might need to whip my head around out of my break, make sure that I'm a little bit more alert when I'm coming out of my route, just in case the quarterback gets a little antsy and Stidham has to get the ball out early.
Let me just say this. You wake up on today as a Denver Bronco offensive lineman. These are the days you dream of, and they don't come about very often. You get an opportunity to go punch a bully in the mouth with your offensive line, protect your backup. This is the stuff you dream of. When you look back 20 years from now, these are the days you won't forget.
Stidham actually has a similar game to Bo Nix, more similar than I realized before I studied him, but I will say
Watch your toes. I don't know. I can't control what these guys do. Who were they fighting? I got no idea, mate. Like, one was stood still. Okay. These guys would not spoil people either. Like, hello? What is up with the grenades? Who were they fighting like this whole time? Like, what is this? Bro, there is no way.